Hello everyone. So how you are all doing? I hope your contest went well. If it went, you try hard. It will definitely go better next time. So the problem which we will be solving today is the D problem of this contest. Codeforces Round 1037 Day 3. I will try to upload all the problems from A to E. So let's first be solving this one D. So what is the problem stating? You are given n casinos number from 1 to n. Each casino is described by three integers li, ri and real I, and you initially have k coins. You can play at casino I only if the current number of coin x satisfy this range. What does this mean? That if you have a coin, let's say x, then it should be in the range of L1 to R1 or Li to Ri, right? And after playing that, your number of coins become real of I. So if you went in that casino, your coin becomes real of I, no matter what. Okay, so now you can visit casino in any order, and you are not required to visit all of them. A casino can be visited no more than once. Your task is to find the maximum number of coins that you can obtain, right? So if you see the time, if you see the constraints, right, n is given as 10 k power 5. What does this mean? This simply means that you need to write a code, right, which will work in big O of n, right, or you can write in big O of n log n, right. This is the max you can go. You can't go further that, right? Like you can't write a code which will work in big O of n square. That will definitely give you a TLE, right? So let's take up some test cases, like the first one, right? So if you take this first test case, right, wait, let me paste it. Yes. So what is the problem stating, right? If you closely look to this now, let me expand this. Yes. So this 10 came over here, right? 10, right? I think this should be little dragged, right? Yes. Okay. So if you closely look to this problem statement, right, what is the problem stating? That you will have one initially coins, then which casino you can go? You can definitely go to this casino, right? You will have, if you play in this casino, you will have a coin of 2, right? Then you can definitely play in this casino, right? It's your wish. You can play or you don't play, right? So you will have 3 coins, right? And then you can play in this casino and you will have 10 coins, right? So ultimately you need to return the maximum that you can have, right? So while I was trying to solve this problem, let me tell my intuition while I was doing it. So I first came up with a thought that isn't it a DP problem that I had to pick or I don't want to pick, right? These are the only 2 constraints which are in my way, right? So how about trying to make a recursive code and then memoizing it? But in the meanwhile, when I thought about it, I saw that the changing constraints would be definitely an index, right? That which index I am currently on and which k which I have, what is the key value of k. And if you closely look at this now, this DP will give you a TLE, right? So DP wasn't going to work on this problem statement, right? So definitely I need to think of a solution which was big O of n and or big O of n log n, right? So I came up with a greedy solution, right? Now this solution might be a little not confusing but not intuitive. It is intuitive but not, like, you will have to think of some edge cases as well, right? What am I talking about? I have taken up one good case, right? Let's take this, right? It is a good test case. Why? I will show it as well. So if you closely look to this test case now, see, first of all, I think the main thing to notice is you can sort this array, right? You can sort this array, this full array, right, on basis of the first element, right? So if you do so, you will get 1 4 1, right, 1 6 7 and 1 7 10, right? So now if you closely look, without seeing all the code or anything, what is the maximum number of coins you think after playing in these casinos you will have? It will definitely be 10, right? So your answer will be 10. Now how will it be 10, right? So The approach is simple, right? First thing you should notice, or you might have noticed that you need to sort it, right? What is the second thing that needs to be done? So if you have a value which is in this range, right, that means your k can be increased, right? Your k, let's say you had a k of 2, right? So that means you can play in this casino, right? If you play in this casino, you will have a coin of 1. So you don't play in this casino, right? You will simply leave it, don't play in it, right? Okay, so you move on to the next one, right? Your k is still in the range of this. Let's make it a harder test case, right? Let's make it 8, right? Now the question becomes more tough, right? So if you see clearly, you will enter this casino and you can win 8 rupees, right? Now your coins or your rupees will be 8, right? But if you do so, you can't play in this casino and you will return a wrong answer. So greedy fails. But I only said that greedy will work, right? No. See, what I am trying to say is you can store the values, right? That means you can go on this casino, right? You saw your k will be nothing but max of the k which you had till now, or the array of I dot second, right? Okay, that is pretty basic. But how will you manage this part, right? So what I am doing is ना, see, मेरा thought process clear है कि अगर मेरे पास k coins है, right? I had 2 coins, and if I had 2 coins and suddenly I picked up this one, right? And I had 8 coins. What does this mean? What does this even mean, right? 1, 7 and 10, right? Now if I have picked up this one, I couldn't play with this one. But that's not the case. If your k value was 8, then किसी भी वे से तुम इस कसिनो में कभी ना कभी आ सकते थे. दैट इज़ द जस्ट सोल थिंग दैट आई वांट यू टू अंडरस्टैंड, राइट? व्हाट एम आई ट्राइंग टू से, देखो मैंने इसको सॉर्ट कर दिया ना, 1 4 1 6 1 4 1 वेट 1 4 1 6 and 1 8 1 6 and 1 7, let's say, and the values were 1 8 and let's say 10, right? So मैं क्या लॉजिक ग्रीडीली बोल रहा हूँ ना कि तुम इस पे जाओ, तुम्हारा खेलना नहीं खेलना तुम्हारे ऊपर है. बट अगर तुम्हारा के कभी भी ऐसा था ना जो इस रेंज को हिट कर सकता है, राइट, तो ग्रीडीली ये बोलो कि भाई मैं इस पे खेल सकता था कभी भी, तो मैं इसमें घुसूँगा. गेटिंग इट? What does this mean? Means if your k was greater than a and your k is greater than b as well, right? क्योंकि मैंने अगर इस कसिनो में खेल लिया, right? क्योंकि sorted order है, right? So if I would have played in this casino, that means I would have gotten a coin 8, right? But my greedy mind says no, don't think of this. Think like this कि अगर मेरे पास 1 या 2 कॉइन है, इसका मतलब है, और लेट्स से मेरा 8 कॉइन बन गया, राइट? इसका मतलब है कि भाई अगर सब कुछ सॉर्टेड फॉर्म में है, एवरीथिंग इज़ इन सॉर्टेड फॉर्म, तो मैं ऑर्डर वाइज आ रहा हूँ, राइट? ऐसा एब्रप्टली तो मैं इस पर नहीं घुस रहा ना. अगर मेरे पास 8 कॉइन्स है और मैं ऑर्डर वाइज आ रहा हूँ, तो ऐसा हो सकता है कि मैं किसी गेम को छोड़ दिया हूँ और उसके बाद मैं इसमें घुसा हूँ. क्या ये सेंस बना रहा है? लेट मी एक्सप्लेन इट अगेन. 1 4 1 1 6 8. Why I'm focusing on this test case only because it is the sole edge case that you need to think of, right? 1 7 and 10, right? So देखो मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ, अगर तुम सिंपली उस लॉजिक से जाते तो तुम्हारा आंसर 8 आया था, लेकिन 8 एक करेक्ट आंसर नहीं है, राइट? क्यों नहीं है ये चीज़? क्योंकि अगर मैं इस लूप में इस वाले एरिया में घुस सकता हूँ, राइट? और फिर मैं इस एरिया में आ रहा हूँ और मेरा k ग्रेटर हो गया, राइट? सडनली माई k इज़ ग्रेटर देन a एंड b. इसका मतलब है कि मैं कुछ करके इस k को स्किप कर सकता था, right? And I would still be in this range, right? That is the sole thing which I am trying to explain to you, right? कि if I have a value which is k is greater than a and k is greater than b as well, that simply means that you could have entered this region, right? By leaving some of the test cases or some of the casinos which were above it, right? मतलब इस कसिनो में मत एंटर करो, you will still have a coin of 2 and now you can surely enter to this casino, right? This was the sole logic of the problem. Let's look at the code now, right? So what I said is store them in the form of vector of pair int comma int comma int, right? And I'm storing all of them as a, b, c, and array of I equal to a, b, and c, where c is nothing but real of I, right? Now I'm sorting these, right? And after sorting this, while my condition is true, if my I is greater than equal to n, I will simply break, because if I don't have any more casinos to go, what will be my index, right? And I'm simply taking out the values from the array. Now what I'm doing is, if my k is greater than a and if my k is greater than b as well, that means I could have left some casinos in between and would still reach to this point. That is the logic behind this, right? So k will be nothing but max of k and c. C means at that casino. What does this mean? Like, if you see 1 4 1 6 1 8 1 8 and 1 7, sorry, 1 7, and I'm elongating this only because I want you to understand this, right? 8 and 10, right? So your k at this point becomes 8. Now your k is greater than both of these index. That means you could reach this anyhow, and your k becomes max of 10 comma 8, which is nothing but 10, right? So this if block is clear, I guess, right? Else if your k is less than equal to a and less than equal to b, that means you are in the correct range, right? What does this mean? You are in the correct range. Simply do a k equal to max of k comma c, right? And if k is less than a, that means you can't even enter this point. Like, let's say you had a point of 0. अगर तुम इस इंडेक्स पे भी नहीं पहुंच सकते तो इसके आगे तुमको ट्रैवर्स करने का जरूरत भी नहीं है. Simply break out of the loop, right? Or simply if any of these conditions hold or not, do I plus plus, right? And after that you can return your key. So let's quickly discuss the time complexity. Time complexity is nothing but big O of n for this problem, right? N log n, sorry, because I'm sorting as well, sorry. Okay, and we are not having any extra space complexity other than storing of these. So that was it for the problem. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, yes, please do subscribe my channel and like this video and share it with your friends as well, so I could have a little bigger number as well. So thank you for watching.